What if you didn't have to mime or throw weird hand signals at your team during an event to catch their attention? Or worse, having to make noises or shout during a silent moment during an event. That's gonna be awkward, right? Introducing wireless intercom systems. Now, this term has been out there for a while, but it has been an expensive system for a lot of individuals or organizations to pick up. Today with me, I have the Godox SkyTalk Air 5S. The one that I have right now is the master headset for the 5S series. It's been out here for a year now, and let's have a look if you need to buy it or not. Starting with the build, the entire kit comes in a sturdy case, but it's not a hard shell but rather a soft shell. But it still does offer protection. Inside you get 5 single-ear headsets plus a dedicated battery charging hub. So this is super thoughtful because you don't have to charge batteries individually or connect multiple cables onto the headsets, but rather just pull out the batteries and put it into the charging hub, and it kind of charges it together, and you can just transport it together. You also get a couple of ear cushions like the on-ear or the over-ear pads, which you can switch based on the context or the comfort that you feel like using it. Apart from that, you get a charging cable, a couple of stickers, and yeah, that's all. Now let's look at a real world scenario of how these devices would work during an event or any kind of a setup. We ran an event across multiple cities, and we were able to use these headsets on an extensive basis. And we had a live band performing, and there were people speaking, and there was a lot of noise, and there was a lot of interference. But these headsets really stood the test. One of the biggest plus points was the voice clarity that we had. We were able to hear each other clearly. It was a step up from moving from a walkie-talkie to a wireless intercom devices. Plus, these devices have inbuilt environmental noise cancellation. Now, let me give you an example. What you're hearing right now is the sound from my headset, which is directly connected to the master headset on my camera. Well, you can judge the quality of the sound through this, if it is loud enough or not. What I'm going to do right now is play loud music, and we're just going to gauge if you're still able to hear my voice clearly or not. So I'm just going to boost my volume here. My speakers are quite loud enough. You can hear the difference of the environmental noise cancellation. I'll just go closer to the speaker, and as I speak, I hope it makes a difference of how the environmental noise cancellation is. Another thing that we noticed was we were surrounded by a lot of RF interferences. The first thing being a giant LED wall. LED walls have a lot of issues when it comes to wireless interferences. Plus, we had at least 4 sets of wireless microphones, close to 100 people with their mobile phones, and 3 network connections across the entire venue. And the fact that we were spread across 3 different floors, it definitely did stand the test. Just to note, I have not stress tested the 500-meter line of sight claim yet. Now, I ran the headsets across 2 events on a single charge. Well, that's really interesting. And there was enough juice for another whole event. And also, these headsets are ergonomically built properly, so it doesn't feel heavy on your head. It's a lightweight design, so it doesn't feel heavy on your head, but also at the same time it doesn't stuff your head so much that after a couple of hours of using it you would feel exhausted or fatigued. The headset has a boom mic arm, so you can bring it down to 70 degrees and then back up 90 degrees whenever you're speaking or if you're not speaking. It makes a lot of difference rather than having to press a button and then wait for a second before you speak. Rather, you just bring the mic down to speak. And you also have a push to talk button, so in case you do not want to constantly keep bringing the boom mic up and down, you can always use the push to talk button. The first one, unbeatable price of 30,500. You're not gonna get any other brand that's giving you a 5 set of wireless intercom systems. It is hands down one of the best, especially the fact that it has environmental noise cancellation and a lot of other quirks. This is a bang for the buck. Second thing is the 20-hour battery life. Battery life definitely makes a lot of difference when you are doing long gun shoots, events which span across multiple hours. You would definitely need a lot of battery. And another thing is a dynamic master headset. If the master headset fails, it will automatically switch to another device in the network, which will then take over as the master, and the entire event will continue. Now let's look at the bad side or the cons, which is distortion of the voice. Sometimes if you're at really loud places, the voice can get distorted because the environmental noise cancellation tries to cut down so much that it boosts the audio to a little extreme and it might sound distorted to your ear. Build quality, while this is a lightweight design, it's made out of plastic, and also there's a lot of exposed wiring that you can see on the device. So if you're using this device, if you're buying it, please use it responsibly. The final one being the 5 headset ceiling. If you're getting the 2 version piece, you can expand up to 5. If you're getting the 3, you can expand up to 5, but not beyond 5. If you're looking at a system where you want to expand, the Godox SkyTalk Air may not be the best solution. Is it worth it? Let me tell you. If you run a small video production company, managing live events, logistics, or you oversee a church media team, this easily is the best bang for the buck solution available right now. Okay, one final question. How are you handling communication across your team right now? Are you doing hand signals, walkie-talkies, or shouting across the room? Please put it down in the comments. We'd love to hear what your answers are. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.